Welcome to the world of 𝗂𝗗𝗄𝗃, where dreams take flight and futures are transformed. We have helped thousands of students from all around the world achieve their academic and career goals. We are more than just an education consultant. We are your bridge to success in the United Kingdom. Our support doesn't stop at the classroom door. We are here to assist you with any challenges you may face during your time abroad. Get ahead with 𝗂𝗄𝗄𝗃 today. 𝗂𝗄𝗄𝗃, your pathway to excellence, your partner in success.
Hello guys, welcome to another session with 𝗂𝗄𝗄𝗃 Nigeria. My name is 𝗗𝗶𝗺𝗄𝗃, and I'm here with one of our partner university. So before I move on to my guest here, I'll talk a little bit about 𝗂𝗄𝗄𝗃 Nigeria. 𝗂𝗄𝗄𝗃 Nigeria helps you make your dream of studying in the United Kingdom a reality. We give maximum support to our students right from the application process up until your graduation time. We do not neglect our students after they've gotten to the university of choice. No. We are always there for support, 100%, anytime, any day, until you graduate. So today, we are here with University of Creative Arts, and I'm here with 𝗂𝗃𝗄𝗃, the representative of the university. Hello, 𝗂𝗃𝗄𝗃.
Hi, 𝗂𝗃𝗺𝗍. Thank you very much for having me. I am excited to be here.
Yeah, thanks for coming. So we'll do a little chit chat about the school, informative chit chat. And I believe everyone that is there today is going to be leaving here informed. So, 𝗂𝗃𝗄𝗃, can you tell us, can you give us an... Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, can you give us an overview of the University of Creative Arts? Thank you.
So I do have a presentation anyways, just in case you want me to go over that. I'll be happy to go over that eventually. My name is 𝗂𝗃𝗄𝗃. I work with the University for the Creative Arts. It's a creative specialist university in the United Kingdom. I like to say that we are not a typical UK university, in that we are a creative specialist university. We are more art-based, even though we recently introduced technological courses that have been quite good appeal to Nigerian students and to students across Africa generally. We're located somewhere in the southeast of England, somewhere in the city of Surrey. We have 3 campuses. We have 2 in Surrey. That's one in Epsom, one in Farnham. Then we have the last one in Canterbury, Kent. Our campuses are very close to London. I like to tell students that if you don't want to live in the hustling bustling city of London, but you like to be close to London, then University for the Creative Arts is the perfect university for you, because we are strategically located just 30-45 minutes away from London Heathrow. So that means that students can also live in London and come to school, because we have a lot of people who work in London and live in Epsom or Farnham, just in between those 2 campuses. So we're very, very, our location is also very distinct. It's one of our major USPs, and a lot of students all attest to how our location has been helpful to them. I also like to tell students that we are not a university where you come and write. So if you are typically the kind of person that do not like to write examinations, or you don't want to go through anything like that, we're the perfect university for you. We are very excellence driven. We are very student oriented. Our teaching approach is very different. So apart from going to a university, we also teach different relevant skills, presentation skills, listening skills, life skills, things that a lot of Nigerians, a lot of Africans would not learn from the university. We have a different approach to teaching. We are very practical. That's also because of the kind of courses that we offer. If you don't mind, I could just share my screen so I could just show you our subject areas. They are not, when I say subject areas, I like to also say that they are not our exact courses. So they are just the subject areas of the kind of courses that would offer. Sorry, I'm trying to understand. Okay, yes, this is it. Okay, good. Great. So these are our subject areas. We have courses ranging from animation, computing, architecture, interior design, business. We have a fantastic business school. It's a very unique business school. Our entry requirements are very flexible compared to a lot of other universities. Our architecture department is actually one of the highly ranked architecture schools in the United Kingdom. I like to tell students that when we say we are the number one creative specialist university, it's because of things like this. Architecture courses are RIBA certified, they're RIBA accredited. So if you come to study architecture with us, you are certainly sure that you're studying in one of the best architecture schools in the United Kingdom. And the entry requirements is also a bit high compared to our other courses. We have fun courses in the craft, in jewelry. We have fashion and textile. Our fashion school is simply amazing. We have a lot of fantastic alumni that are doing very well in some top fashion industries. We also organize our own fashion shows, and we also attend a lot of fashion shows across Europe. We have courses in film and television. Our filmmaking school is also one of the highly ranked schools. We have Netflix coming on campus. We have Prime Video coming on our campus. So we have a lot of industry links as well. If you come study with us, we have fine art, graphics design, marketing, media and journalism, music, performing arts, photography, pre-degree, and PhD. So I'll just pause now. So Abidemi can go back. I will come back to other conversations.
All right, thank you. So, speaking of the courses, can you tell us which ones are available for undergraduates, postgraduates, and possibly MRes, Master's Research?
Okay. All our courses are available for both undergraduate and postgraduates. All our Most of our courses for postgraduates will typically be available for PhD. We do not offer MRes courses because we are very practical. So doing a master's in research doesn't really it won't really be very productive for students because of the practical nature of our courses. So we would do a lot of PhD courses, a lot of undergraduate courses, and a lot of postgraduate courses.
What about MPhil?
No, nothing like that.
Oh, okay, thank you. So, we're done with the courses. So I think everyone that are here today, you've all heard the list of courses available at UCA. These courses are fantastic. I mean, they are high-end courses that are really competitive in the labor market and can put you out there when you are done schooling. So thank you. Can you tell us more of the tuition fee, the payment plan, the deposits, and
Okay,
the possible discount? Thank you.
okay, great. But before I go to that, if you permit me, Abidemi, I'd like to just share a bit more on the university. When you talked about the courses at high end, um, I have I have a slide that is basically about how much money students can make when they come study with us. And it's this slide. So the business of creativity is a very lucrative business. I like to be very practical when I sell the business of creativity, when I sell creative arts courses. Now, I'm sure a lot of us know how big Nollywood is in Nigeria. A lot of us know how big Hollywood is in the US. All these industries are heavily guarded with a lot of funding. Recently, I'm sure we may or may not be aware that Netflix is in Nigeria, Prime Video is in Nigeria, and what they do is they would typically give certain amounts to certain top renowned filmmakers to make movies that would only be shown on Netflix. Now, a lot of all these movies that we are seeing on Netflix are basically all bankrolled by Netflix. So, for example, if you want to go into film, and you're thinking, oh, Nigerian filmmakers are not making money, I can study film and I'm not going to make a lot of money, I would share a video of a current student doing an undergraduate in filmmaking with us. He's an amazing student. He's very talented. He's a Nigerian student. He's doing filmmaking, and he's very excited to speak about the kind of industry links he gets. So apart from the fact that we have some of these top renowned movie producers and some of the top movie companies coming into our campus to shoot their movies, they would also always, to a large extent, employ some of our students to work with them part-time. Our lecturers are not just academicians, they are also professionals. So a lecturer that is teaching film is a filmmaker. He's been in the film industry. So what that does for students is it opens them up to the bigger picture. You're not just coming to class and listening to somebody talking about what you need to do to learn film. You're talking to someone who has made a lot of award-winning movies and is doing very well in the film industry. So it's more like they're putting their money where their mouth is, because they have seen that the industry is very lucrative. The industry, there's a large prospect in the industry. And I mean, no Nigeria, nobody wants to go to university and come out and start looking for jobs. Nobody wants to go to university and come out and not be employable. So part of what we teach at the University for the Creative Arts is we do not teach you to look for jobs. We teach you to be employers of labor. So you're coming out because when you're on campus, you're already doing your own movies. You're already organizing your own fashion shows. You're already doing your own artworks, and you're already going to exhibitions, and you're taking your work out there yourself. So coming out, you would most likely not look for a job. You have people that are poaching you to work with them, and you would return between thinking of, okay, should I work for them or should I start up my own thing? It is very lucrative. In fact, the creative industry is one of the underemphasized industry in the world because it's booming. Now, another subject that I like to talk about is game. A lot of us have games on our phone. I like to say that most of these games that you are playing on your phone, you are making money for people. And part of our students currently that are studying games, a lot of them have actually come out to tell us as academics, as international team, that they make thousands of pounds whilst they are students. They do these games, they develop these games, they create these games, they push it out to the market. This game starts making money even when they are students, and they start bankrolling. So the money starts coming in as students. So the game industry is also another big industry. The industry animation, now, film animation, games animation is also another fantastic industry. A lot of our children typically love animations. They love watching cartoons. They love all those things. And every day, part of what students at our universities do is to think of innovative ways, to think of different ways for people to be entertained. Because I mean, creativity is more like entertainment. So we do things that would entertain you, and you're entertained, and you're happy to spend $1 million, you're happy to spend thousands of naira or thousands of dollars here and there, and it really doesn't mean anything to you. So that's what we do. Now, the business aspect of it, our business school is very unique. I like to say that. We are not like any business school. I stand to say that because whilst you're studying any business course with us, you have the option of number one, doing a lot of, not a lot, doing a couple of courses in our creative school. So, for example, if I'm studying an MBA or I'm studying maybe business and management and I like fashion or I like photography, I can decide to do some elective courses in that department, and I can go ahead to take it a step further, go on campus, rent cameras, rent some of those instruments that I will use to go out and make movies or do some shoots. And I come out and I start selling those pictures, and they make more money for me, even as I'm studying business. And a lot of business owners, part of the issues that they've had in recent times, especially business owners that are creatives, is they don't know how to merge being a creative and managing their business. So that's part of what our business school is. We try to teach you how to merge both of them. We have a lot of business courses that are geared towards specific industries, and a lot of general ones that are just for the general public. So even if you are doing, if it doesn't have to be in the creativity industry, it could just be anything business related. You also have the option of studying business with us and excelling very, very well. We have a lot of Nigerians, we have a lot of alumni who are currently studying with us. And just to show you a bit of our industry link, so when I say that we are connected to people that matter, it doesn't just seem like we're talking. Now, because we're a very practical university, EA Sports will be for our students that are doing film, Burberry for our fashion students, ITV, H&M, a lot of all these renowned brands, and this is just a few. This doesn't even cover half of the industry links that we have. So these are just a few of the industries that we are connected to. And also remember that these industries will come into campus at different points in time to source for the brightest of minds, and those are the ones that they poach. So when I say you get poached, I mean it. You don't have to look for jobs. Jobs come looking for you. A lot of our alumni that have just recently passed out have attested to that, and I would like to think that they are very satisfied with studying with us at the university. Yes. So now to answer Abidemi's question on our tuition, I think I have a slide for the tuition. Yes, perfect. This is it. So these are tuition fees for the 2024 session and largely for next year as well. We have two different intakes. We have a January intake and we have a September intake. So depending on your entry points, we have different entry points. If you're coming for foundation, our foundation fees will be £16,950. If you're coming for pre-masters, our 30 weeks pre-masters is 17,500. Our 15 weeks pre-masters is 8,250. Our undergraduate is 17,500. Our postgraduate is 18,000. MAC, which is our Masters of Architecture, is 17,500. Filmmaking and a couple of our business courses is 18,500. MBA is 18,500. And there you go. We have discounts. We have scholarships. We are not very
Good.
wicked people. So we would give students that are coming in £3,000 scholarship across the different entry points. Now, if you have fantastic grades, for example, you're coming for foundation and you have A's, you can get as high as £4,500 of your tuition. If you're coming for postgraduate and you have maybe a first class with 2-1, you can get as high as £4,500 of your tuition. If you're coming for a PhD course, you can get as high as £5,000 of your tuition off every year. So tuition for PhD is 17,500. So you're getting £5,000 if it's a 3 years PhD, then 4 years, £5,000 of every year. So it comes on to 12,500. We also have something we call a progression scholarship. So for example, for a pre-master student, that the tuition is 17,500 and they get £3,000, it comes down to 14,500. And they're done with their pre-masters. When they progress onto their masters, they get a progression scholarship of 3,000. But that is dependent on their grades. So you need to maintain a particular percentage across the year, then you get that. And it's also applicable for undergraduate students. And I think it's very good for undergraduate students because what it guarantees is you can get £3,000 off every year of your study. So you get it in your foundation, you get it in your year one, you get it in your year two, and you get it in your final year, so far as you maintain a particular percentage grade points. So once you have that discount, I would like to think that it reduces your tuition a bit. Our initial deposit is £5,500. So that's what you will use to get your cars. Then when you get on campus, you can request for up to 6 times installment payment for the balance of your tuition. So I guess that covers that for now. Yes. So back to you, Abidemi.
All right, thank you very much. I must say, UCA is a very good school, considering the courses available and the industrial connections. I mean, that's quite impressive. So, speaking of CAS, since we know the payment plan now, so what does the CAS process entails? How do we go about getting CAS after you've make your deposits?
So our class is requested via a process called CAS Shield. So students will typically need to log on to CAS Shield, fill the form, upload all the documents. We do require bank statement for CAS. So we're required to see that your bank statement has been matured. And once you upload that, then we go ahead to process your CAS and issue your CAS. We typically aim to issue cards between 5 to 7 working days if everything has been done. Students coming for business courses would, however, be required to do something we call a precast interview, just to assess their credibility and to be sure that they are credible students, they are genuine students, and they're coming to study with us for the right reasons. But every other student studying any art or design based subject would not need to do a precast interview. It's specifically just for business students. Yes, that's it.
All right, thank you. So, do we have special entry requirements to come study at
No,
UCA?
our entry requirement is very flexible. Now,
Okay. So,
part
what's the
of
minimum
what
entry requirement?
we would accept third class onto a direct master's. So that means we accept first class up to a third class onto a direct master's.
For whole
HND
courses?
for all courses except MAC.
Oh, that's good.
Yes,
Okay.
MAC would be at least a 2-1, and that's because of the RIBA certification and RIBA accreditation with it. So our entry requirements are very flexible. Even for our undergraduates, we are very flexible. When I say flexible, I always try to tell students to try us and they'll see how flexible we are. But we're really flexible. Having worked with a couple of other universities, I think our entry requirements are very flexible. We do not have all these things when you hear people say your WAEC must be valid for 5 years and all that. No. So students do not need to take IELTS, WAEC or NECO C5, C6. You're good. The validity here doesn't matter. We need your WAEC certificate though, and if you can't get your WAEC certificate, we need a scratch card to verify your results. And
Okay.
it's that easy.
Yeah, you were going to say something about HND, HND
Yes,
applicants.
HND students, unfortunately, can't come in for a direct master's, so they will need to do a pre-masters. Because we now have a 1 semester, 2 semester pre-masters, that will be dependent on the student. So for September intake, we only have the 2 semester pre-masters. The 1 semester pre-masters only available in May,
Okay.
and it's a very fantastic one. But that's only available in May. 1 semester pre-masters for HND students. I know a lot of Benin Republic students have also come in to study with us. They would need to do a pre-masters because the Benin Republic degree is 3 years, and for the UK it has to be 4 years or equivalent to a 4 year Nigerian degree. So you will need to do a pre-masters. We also have top up available for pre-masters for HND students that wouldn't want to do a pre-masters. I'll typically always advise HND students to do a top up instead of doing a pre-masters. But I mean, it's just an advice I can give. It's completely up to them to take what they want. We also have
Okay.
top up available for HND students depending on the course that they're interested in studying. Yes, there we go.
All right. So, can Benin Republic applicants come in for your top up?
Yes, they can.
Okay, that's fine then.
Yes.
So, speaking of the entry requirements for the WAEC, you said there is no limitation, there's no cap for the WAEC. And
No.
again, for the third class holders, you're not considering work experience, nothing.
No.
That's it.
The only bummer for third
Yeah.
class is
Okay. I was expecting that.
I knew obviously you knew something was coming.
Of course.
The only bummer for third class would be that they wouldn't be able to get the £3,000 scholarship. But I would like to say that I think that will still be fair because let's say you pay 18,500 compared to a lot of other universities that would not even accept you. You need to do a pre-masters, and if you do a pre-masters is at least £8,000 plus a tuition of like 14,000 or £15,000. So when you check it, it's not so bad, I think. So I would
Yeah.
like to think that we're still on the average
Yeah,
pretty,
that's still
yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so what are the deadlines for applications, cast deadline?
Um, so for now, because we are very flexible, we are really flexible. I don't like to share our deadline because people just hold on to it and say, "Oh, UCA has closed." No, UCA has not closed. So even if we're past the deadline, please always reach out. Our application
Okay.
deadline, I think, is sometime in July. Our cast deadline is in early August or so. But I always try to tell students we can always work out something, especially if you are very genuine and you're ready, we can always work to extend the deadline a little bit for
Okay.
our students.
All right. So that's nice. Also, going back to the entry requirements, we now have Ghanaian applicants with 𝗂𝗗𝗄𝗧. So does the entry requirement for Nigerian applicants also the same for the Ghanaian applicants as well?
So typically we recruit from Ghana already. So I mean the
That's
Ghanaian
nice.
university is 4 years. So it's
Okay.
basically the same thing. The Awase is also the same regular one like we do in Nigeria.
Yeah.
So entry requirements it's exactly the same.
What about their payment plan? Is it same as Nigerians?
Exactly the same.
Okay, that's nice. So
Exactly the same.
minimum of C6 in NECO and WAEC for English requirement,
Yes.
right?
C6 for MBA they will need to have a C5.
Okay,
Yes.
all right.
Then I forgot to mention the portfolio requirements. Um, So, because we're a creative specialist university, it would mean that students that are coming to study creative arts courses with us will need to present a portfolio. Now, a portfolio is basically their designs, their works, what they have done. So we want to see what the students have done. I like to say that academics would like to see between 5 to 8 of their best work. We don't want to see the finished product. We want to see the developmental stages that went into the portfolio building. I also like to say that we would typically offer portfolio advice sessions for students that are having issues with building their portfolio. So, for example, a student doesn't know what to put in their portfolio, doesn't know how to go about it. We have portfolio advice sessions where we can go through all that and just tell the student what needs to be done. We are the only creative specialist university that offer this kind of service to students, and it's been very um, remarkable because students have also said that it's been very helpful for them. So the portfolio advice session is open for any students coming to study with us that is not sure of what their portfolio should be like. You just have to send me an email and I'll schedule a meeting for with the portfolios with the specialist advisor, and she will just go through your portfolio with you and tell you all that needs to be done. Yes,
Okay.
so that's it. Then we also have accommodation on campus across all our campuses. So depending on the different campus you are in, we have accommodation across all our campuses. I'd like to say our accommodation is cheaper than staying
Off
um
campus.
yes, than staying off campus within the city where the university is located. So if you want to stay outside the city, of course that's fine, but accommodation is pretty, because I've seen this accommodation, they're very decent, they're very good, really nice, very comfortable for students. So it's something I always encourage students. If you're thinking of studying with us, also consider staying on campus, except you just don't want to feel like you're a student staying on campus, then of course you can stay off campus.
All right. So I have a few questions for the entry requirements for foundation and international year one. Basically, for international year one, do you have age limits for international year one students to take them in?
No, we don't. But let me ask you another question since you asked me
Okay.
one. Would you be comfortable putting a 40-year-old student with a 20-year-old student in the same class?
Of course, of their whole matured mind. So it depends on the school. Honestly, that's what I'm asking.
Okay. So if you think that a student of 40 years can come in for international year one, and you can prove to us that the student is credible, then of course we can consider him.
Oh, so if you're analyzing age 40, that means we can bring in 30 years of age without problem
Yes.
for international year one. So
Yes.
what's the entry requirement for international year one?
Well, international year one will mean that you need to have A's in your work, a good CV, a good personal statement. If you're coming for an art or design based course, a fantastic portfolio, and that's it. But if you
A's
don't
in
have,
WAEC?
yes, A's,
Okay.
at least five A's or five A's and B's. We should be able to count at least three A's, two B's. Then you can
Yeah,
be
that's fine.
considered. If you have C's, then you need to do a foundation.
So no cap on the WAEC for international year one as well. started?
No. Like the year gap, no,
Yes. Okay.
no,
What about foundation?
no.
Okay, so the international year one is application direct.
Everything is direct. We don't work with any pathway. We don't work with any foundation school. We run our
Really?
own foundation. We run our own year one. We run our own pre-masters. We run our own everything. And
Oh,
everything is
that's
on the
nice.
website. So you decide if you want to do with the one with integrated foundation year or the standalone or
Okay.
the year,
Also,
direct year one.
that's okay. That's nice then. So I think I was going to ask a question for options for people that wants to come in with dependents. What options do you have for them?
I want to come in.
With dependents,
We don't have any option.
aside PhD, I guess.
Yes. I know
Okay.
a couple of schools are selling MRS and all that, but we
Yeah.
don't have MRS, unfortunately. If it's PhD, of course, yes, but no.
All right. So, do you have any other information for us? Probably
Well, I
things we
think I
could
did
talk about.
share a lot more than you asked at different
You did.
times.
Honestly, I must commend your presentation.
I did share a lot more than you asked. So
Yes.
no, but I do have some videos. I already said I was going to play the video of the Nigerian students. So if you want me to play that, I
That's
could.
fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
So let me just. Okay.
You can share your screen if you want. Okay. That's
I'm
fine.
sharing it already. Can't you see it?
Yeah, I can see it now. Just popped up. The sound is not really out.
Yeah, it's not very loud.
Yes.
Or you can't hear it at all.
So faint.
Can you hear it now?
Yeah, it's better. It's better.
Okay, so let me start it again.
Yeah, please do.
Okay, that's Eloka. I'm going to play another one. So the funny story about Eloka is Eloka was studying in the US. He was studying film in the US, and his
Really?
mom heard about us and heard about how good we were. So she pulled him out of the school in the US and brought him to us, and it's been fantastic since then. I would like to think, I mean, for him to do a video, I like to think it's been good.
Of
So let
course.
me just play another video.
Okay.
I mean, I think students like to see videos
I think
because
a lot of people want the trip to study abroad but are a little bit too scared to do it. It is scary, but in the end, it's going to be one of the best things you've ever done in your life.
God again.
I think a lot of people want the chance to study abroad but are a little bit too scared to do it. It is scary, but in the end, it's going to be one of the best things you've ever done in your life. UCA is really a nest for talented and autistic people.
It's amazing to be around a lot of cultures. This can be useful in your creative side.
I find it very inspiring to talk to other students.
This allows me to push the boundaries of what is possible.
All these things help me with my own creativity.
International community at UCA is very strong.
Namaste.
Marhaba.
Salut!
Maybe do that again. The diversity allows me to see different perspectives. That helps me develop as a creative as well.
My lifelong dream has always been to leave a legacy that will be remembered forever.
We've all grown up together and we can count on each other.
Puts me in a really good spot to become the best person I can be.
Yes, UCA does make me feel like home now.
Okay. I always smile when I watch these videos because the Nigerians that are there, I mean, we know them personally, and there are lots of Nigerians there. And they're not just there like a figurehead, they're there and they're making
they're
good use of
active
the
on the
space.
part of-
Yes, Nigerians. You know the way we always show forth anywhere we are.
I'm telling you, Nigerians will always be Nigerians.
Yeah, so we're getting
Yeah.
a lot of that, and I mean it's been fantastic for the university because it helps with diversity. It helps different students from different backgrounds, like different ethnicity, different culture, just to mix, and everybody brings something unique to the table. So I think I'm done now. I'm not going to share any other screen.
No, that video is actually a very good one. At least it's showing how diverse the campus is and how good the management is. Because from that video, I can see like people from like 5 different countries.
Yes.
on the video, which
Yes.
is actually nice. So
Yes.
means you'll be working with different people with larger minds and more
Yeah.
creative mind than you, and this is going to help build your creativity. That's
Sure.
a very nice one. And I must say, things I learned personally from this session is out of this world. Honestly, UCA is actually a very nice school. I mean, this is an educative session, if you ask me. Well detailed, and I must tell you, you came well prepared and you delivered. So thanks for coming. Thanks for your time.
Thank you
So-
for having me, Abidemi.
You're welcome. I think this will bring us to the end of the session, right? Or do you have any other thing to share with us?
No, please put in your application. Please come study with us. I'll look forward to seeing you.
All right. Thank you very much for your time. And just like we've all heard, UCA is a very nice school, and everything you need, just come in for UCA. Scholarship, the discount, the entry requirement, very flexible. They accept a 3rd class for virtually all the courses, except one, just one. I mean, variants of courses, and it's just one that does not allow a 3rd class. They have options for everyone: HND, Benin Republic, 3rd class. I must say the 3rd class is a selling point. Yeah, so it's a very nice school for everyone, and I am promising you we'll be putting more applications to UCA.
I'm going to hold you to your promise, Abidemi.
Yeah, hold me. Please do. Yeah, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you for having me. It's been a lovely session. Thank you. It was very engaging. We look forward to doing more.
Welcome to the world of 𝗂𝗗𝗄𝗂, where dreams take flight and futures are transformed. We have helped thousands of students from all around the world achieve their academic and career goals. We are more than just an education consultant. We are your bridge to success in the United Kingdom. Our support doesn't stop at the classroom door. We are here to assist you with any challenges you may face during your time abroad. Get ahead with 𝗂𝗗𝗄𝗂 today. 𝗂𝗗𝗄𝗂, your pathway to excellence, your partner in success.